Assalamu alaikum and good morning. Today we'll start with the second chapter of module first. Again, if you have any query regarding this chapter, you can contact me on my details. Our second chapter name is sustainable development. What is sustainable development is actually sustainable. See, the name itself indicates sustainable development. Sustain, that means we have to be sustain in our environment. That means they are telling about the world. That means that sustainable development means if you want to develop anything, we have to look after the planet. If you'll not look after the planet and if you are think about our profit only, then the nature will hurt us. So that means that's why the sustainable development has been created. Sustainable development. See, if you want to develop anything, that means we want to meet the need of the present also, and we have to think about the future also. If we will use more and more resources in present time, and if we will not think about the future, then the nature will hurt us in the future also. So that's why we have to think about the future as well as about the present needs. That is actually sustainable development. That means we have to develop so many things. We have to develop, that means we have to build infrastructure, we have to develop the industrial sector, we have to develop each and everything in our environment, but we don't have to hurt the nature. That means we can meet the need of the present day without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own. Now we'll start with the another slide, that is sustainable development goal, measuring progress towards the sustainable development goals. This sustainable development goal has been developed by adopted by UNICEF, that is United Nations, and they have a target for global development. They want to develop the globe, but as well as they want to sustain our globe. That means this concept has been adopted in September 2015, and they want to achieve by 2030 that they want to make a development by sustaining our environment as well as our planet. So this UNICEF United Nations has given us 17 goals for the sustainable development. Out of that sustainable development, it has been divided. Out of that 17 goals, it has been divided into five parts, which can be explained in the next slide. Now you can see in this slide, this sustainable development has been drawn into the pyramid figure. That this sustainable development goal has been divided into five parts. That is, first one is the planet, second one is the people, third one is the prosperity, fourth one is the peace, and fifth one is the partnership. Planet. That means see the goals 6, 12, 13, 14, and 15. It has been divided into the planet. That means they want to conserve our planet, they want to save our planet, they want to make a development in our world, but they want to sustain our world also. They don't want to hurt our planet by making the development. Second is the people. It can be also called as a society. They see the goal number 1, goal number 2, goal number 3, goal number 4, and the goal number 5, which is related to people or the society. This, while sustaining the development, while making a development in the world, they want to sustain our society also. They want to look after our society also. That means the standard of living. They want to increase the standard of living of our society also. Third one is the prosperity, which is also called as the economy. While making the sustainable development, they want to grow our economy. See the goal number 7, goal number 8, goal number 9, goal number 10, and goal number 11, which has been which is related to the prosperity or the economic growth. They want to sustain our world as well as they want to grow our economy. Next is the fourth one is the peace. That means they want to sustain the world by making the peace, by creating the peace in our world. And the last one is the partnership. That means all the world, if all the world countries are working together so that they can achieve this sustainable development goal by 2030. And this in partnership, if you will see the 17th number goal, that is the last number goal, has been given. Now I'll start with the individual sustainable development goals. The number one goal is the no poverty. That means by 2030, that means by the 2030, the UNICEF wants to achieve that there will be a no poverty in the whole world. If you'll see this picture, that half of all the people live in the poverty section and half of the people live in the prosperity section. That means they want to achieve that no people should live in the poverty section. That means all the facilities have been given to the each and every people. But you will see in the reality it will be not possible because population is overexploited. Total whole world population is overexploited population. That means it is an impossible thing. But then too they want to sustain our so they want to make a sustainable development. They want to sustain our environment. They want to sustain our world. That's why they want there should be no poverty in the whole world. Second one is the zero hunger. That means in this goal, the UNICEF wants by 2030 that there should be a no person should be die no person should be die because of hunger. So that means all each and every individual should get a food on time, facilities on time, nutrition on time, diet on time. If you see on this picture, if you see this picture that on the left hand side in zero hunger there is a lot of food where we can see it, they are rich people. On the right hand side they don't have even food to eat. So these rich people, they are wasting so much of food. Instead of wasting that food, they have to provide to the poor people also. That means because of that there will be a zero hunger in our world. Next is good health and the well-being. If if the UNICEF wants to achieve the sustainable development by 2030, they have to look after the good health of the people and the well-being. If you'll see today, if you'll see most of the people are they are not living healthy life. They are living a life, but they are not living a healthy life and the well-being. If you'll see these youngsters, they are not sleeping on time. They are not doing anything on time. Because of that, their health has been the condition of their health is getting bad, and they are not living a well-being life. So that's why if you want to achieve this goal, if the UNICEF wants to achieve this goal, they have to look after the health of the people and the well-being. They are sleeping on time or not, they are doing exercise or not, they are access to the healthcare or not, etc. Okay. Next goal is the quality education. If the UNICEF wants to achieve the sustainable development, they want to provide a quality education to the people. Like if it's a poor or if it's a rich, all should get equal education. They have to train regarding the new things. They have to fund. They have to provide a fund for their education. The main reason for not taking the education is the fund. So that's why if they want to sustain our environment, they want to make a sustainable development, they want to provide the training, they want to provide a funding to the people so that they can get a quality wise education. Now we'll start with the another slide, that is goal number 5, gender equality. If you want to achieve the sustainable development in our world, that means we have to give equal preference to the male and female. If you see before, the more preference has been given to the male, but the females are not getting that much of preference. So if you want to achieve the sustainable development, if you want to achieve the goal of sustainable development, that means we have to give the gender equality to both of them. That is, male also get the equal preference and the female also should have to get the equal preference. Then only we can achieve this goal. Next is goal number 6, that is clean water and sanitization. If you want a good health, and if you want to achieve this goal, achieve the sustainable development goal, that means we have to drink a clean water. Then only our health condition then only our health condition will be proper. Otherwise, if you'll not drink the clean water, the health of our health condition will get a worst position. And always we have to sanitize ourselves. For what sanitization is compulsory? Sanitization means what? We have to always use um, hand sanitizer. Always we have to wash our hand while coming from outside. That means the germs on our hand or on our body has been killed, so that we can live a better and the clean life. Then only we can achieve this then only we can then only we can do a development and we can sustain our world. Next goal, if you see goal number 7, that is affordable and clean energy. If you look at this picture in the slide left hand side, that is goal number 7, that is clean energy. We have to use, if we want to sustain our world, if we want to keep our environment clean, and if we want to live a longer life on our earth, that means we have to use a renewable energy, renewable source of energy. That means the energy which can be given by the energy which can be given by the nature. That means it can be renewed, so renew again and again. Like if you'll see now, the concept has been come, that is solar panel. That means more and more electronic device has been used on the solar energy. That means we don't have to use for the electricity for that. We have to use the solar panel, and that energy can be renewed, so that the rate of carbon dioxide will not increase, rate of carbon dioxide will not increase in our environment, and we can sustain our environment. Second, if you will see the goal number 8, that is decent work and economic growth. See, work condition is very much important. If you will work on a place where the work condition is proper, that means our health will also be proper. That means on a work, a decent work, the working hours should be proper, the break should be given up on time proper. Then only then only they can work properly. Uh, After that, if you will see on the right hand side picture, that is everyone can freely choose a safe, secured and fulfilling job. That means safe, secure. That means the job which you are like, you should get that job. And in the next, if you see business use the natural resources wisely. That means, and just now I talk about the solar energy, solar panel. If they will use that solar panel, they don't have to use electricity, and they can save our environment also. They can save our environment by pollution also. And next, we can see no one can excluded from work opportunity. Everyone should get a proper work facilities, and unemployment is reduced by providing a training. We should have to give the training to the employees. We should have to give the training to the employees who are working with us, and then only they can give a more and more efforts to the job, and whatever we want to achieve, we can achieve in a possible manner without wasting the time, without wasting the cost. Our next goal is the industry innovation in infrastructure. See, if you want to make a sustainable development, we have to build an infrastructure, but without destructing our environment. If you will destroy environment, and if you will build an infrastructure like road, bridge, railways, etc., schools and all, if you want to build these things, without destructing the environment, we have to build our infrastructure. So then only we can sustain our environment. Then only we can sustain our world, and we can achieve the goal of sustainable development. In innovation, if you see, the provide a affordable internet access for all. That means if you will not provide an internet access to the public, access to the society, that means they will not get the knowledge about what is happening in the world, how to sustain our environment, how to make the sustainable development. That means that's why, and for the leisure activity also, this internet facilities is very much important. Goal number 10, reduce inequality. That means we don't have to means that means we don't have to do an inequality between the genders. That means we don't have to make the inequality between the rich and poor. That means each and every person, we are all human beings. That means we should all get equal rights and equal preference, each and every individual. That means we don't have to make the inequality between the rich and poor. If he's a rich, that doesn't mean he will get a better college, better school, better work, better condition. And if anyone is a poor, that doesn't mean he should not get all the preference. If you want to sustain our environment, or if you want to make the sustainable development in our economy, that means we have to give the equal preference to each and every individual. Then only we can achieve the goal of sustainable development. Our next goal number 11, is sustainable city and the community. See, if you want to make the city, that means we have to build a city. It means that if you will not build a city, if you will not build buildings, or if you will not build the infrastructure, the society will not get the proper facilities. That means and if they will not get the proper facilities, it will create a problem for us only. So that's why if you want to build, if you want to sustain our city, we have to make a development in the city, but without destructing the environment, without destructing the tree, without hurting anyone on earth. That means if you'll destroy our environment or build a city or the community on that, that means it will affect us on in any future time. That means if you'll see now we are getting a problems of global warming or global warming in metropolitan city. The climate are changing day by day. Because of this only, if you want to sustain these things, we don't have to cut the trees, we don't have to destroy our environment and build anything, build the community or the cities, whatever you want to do for our profit. That's why if you want to make the sustainable development without destructing this environment things, we can sustain the cities and the communities. If you see the left hand side picture, they have written that we must ensure that cities and the communities are inclusive, safe, resilient and sustainable. Next goal is the goal number 12, that is responsible consumption and the production. If you want to sustain, if you want to make the sustainable development, we have to produce that much of only product how much we needed. We don't have to produce excess product. We don't have to produce the excess product and make a wastage out of them. And the second thing is the consumption. Consumption is the very much how much is the production, how much consumption is needed. That much only we have to consume. That means if you will see a person is very hungry and he's able to eat only 2 apples, but he's eating at 20 apples. This is not a way of consumption. So if you want to sustain, if you want to sustain in our environment, if you want to sustain make a sustainable development in our economy, we have to produce that much only how much we need a consumption. And secondly, we have to use the recycled product. Recycled product means recycle product. If the use of that product has been finished, then we can also recycle that product and we can reuse it again. Our next slide is climate change. If you see day by day, the climate is getting changed. Why this climate are getting changed? If you want to make a sustainable development, this climate don't have to change. The climate has to be stable. If the climate is getting changed day by day, we can't make a sustainable development. Why this climate is getting changed and it affects us only? Because of us. We are cutting the trees. We are destroying the environment. We are destructing the environment, and because of that, the climate are getting changed. This, if the climate are getting changed, that means the rate of water will be increases because of global warming. Day by day, the glaciers, the rate of carbon dioxide is getting increases in the atmosphere, and the global warming is increasing. So we have to, if you want to sustain the world, if you want to sustain the environment, we don't have to cut the trees, we don't have to destroy our environment, then only we can make a sustainable development. Another goal number 14 is life below water. Life below water is the life which is the life they are living below the water, which is very important, and which is very important. As we see nowadays the life below water has been affected very adversely. Why this life below water is very affected? If you see the industry, they are emitting that chemical products into the water, and because of that, the life below water is in very much danger. Then, if you see the fishermen, they are fishing, they are doing the fishing for the profit, and because of that, the life below water they are getting very much in danger. And if you want to make this sustainable development without hurting the life below water, we can sustain our environment, and we can make a sustainable development. Then only we can achieve the goal of sustainable. Now we'll see another slide, that is goal number 15, that is life on earth. Life on earth is very much important. That is life on earth. If you will see the plant, animals and human being. If you will cut the trees, if you will make the deforestation and for the profit of ourselves, then only it will affect the environment, and because of cutting the trees, the rate of carbon dioxide will increase in the environment, and it will affect the economy very badly. And because of cutting the trees, life of animals is also in danger, because it is a home. That is, you say, forest is a home of animals. where they most of the animals are living, and if you're cutting their home, what they will do, they will start. And nowadays it has been happening. If you'll see the species of the tiger also becoming extinct, and because of deforestation. And another thing in life on land is that is a human being. If you'll cut the trees, if you'll make the deforestation, it will affect us also, it will affect the human being also, because the rate of carbon dioxide is getting increases very fast, and the global warming takes place. And because of this global warming, we are unable to live the proper life. And if you want to sustain the development, we have to look after the life on land, like plant, animals, and human being. Next slide is peace and justice, strong institution. See, if you want to sustain, if you want to make the sustainable development, the world should be free of war, free of violence. Nowadays, if you'll see, there are so much violence is going on, so much war is going on. Because of that, we are unable to achieve the sustainable development. That means the corruption rate should be down, the crime rate should be down, and for that, if you want to make the sustainable development, there should be a proper, strong institution who can give a proper justice to each and every individual. Then only we can achieve the goal of sustainable development. And the last but not least, goal number 17, that is a partnership for the goals. If you want to achieve the sustainable development, goal of sustainable development by 2030, we should have to work together. All the countries must work together to implement the goal. If we will not work together, all the countries of the world will not together. We are unable to achieve the goal of sustainable development by 2030. The, in the case, in this situation, partnership situation, we have to look after the national plan also, and we have to all the countries should work together. Then the government must work together with the concerned people of all age. Government should not have to make the partiality, don't have to make the inequality between the people. They have to work together with all the people, and with all people of all the age, order to make the progress of the goal. But last but not the least, getting involved in community work and with the aid organization is a great way to start. That means if you will not work together, if you will not each and every individual together, we can't achieve this goal. And if you want to achieve this goal, that means we have to work together for achieving the goal. Thank you very much.